Guys, the true meta of dating is who is better than who. Who wants it less? Who's going to who? Who has control? Who has the final say? Who's really higher leverage in the relationship, right? Who's better, right? If you've been dating a girl for a while and you start to feel like, dang, I could do better than her. Dang, I'm better than her. It's like, she's like kind of below my level, below my league. It's a market price thing. That's why they talk about SMV and this and that. You really have to max out everything, guys. But once you max out all this superficial BS and that BS, honestly, that doesn't matter quite as much as the interpersonal dynamic. So when you're interacting with the girl, like, are you supplicating to her? Is she supplicating to you? Is she trying to please you? Are you trying to please her? When you're on dating apps and all this crap, like, trying to get a girl out for a date, like, you're trying to get her out and she's like, maybe I'll text him back, maybe not, I don't feel like it. Oh, it's like kind of like drizzling out. Can we like do like next Friday, maybe like 9.5 days from now? Oh, I'm like really busy with like schoolwork. Like, can we like push it till like maybe 3 or 4 weeks from now? Like, I just woke up, I don't really feel like it. I just don't want to go. She doesn't need you, bro. And matter of fact, she's also insulting you. She's saying, yeah, I really don't give a single crap about this interaction anyways. So really the meta is, first of all, realizing that like you're playing this game with where this girl, like, for whatever false reason, believes that she is up here and she is literally acting as though you are here and she is here. It's never going to work that way. And so the only way to maybe even correct that situation or enter into any other relationship that would work is by making sure that you can bring her down from up here on this high horse. Mind you, she's chubby, can't run a mile, can't solve problems, can't do math, can't do anything right, can't do probably anything better than you can. But nonetheless, she's up here, right? Because she's a girl, right? And the thing is, girls will run with this frame. They will take it and run with that frame. You go on the internet and girls are talking about, yeah, he gave me the ick when he started talking about how his favorite movie was Star Wars, and it's kind of nerdy, and like he didn't pull the chair out for me, didn't like pay for the whole meal, it just gave me the ick, and so I don't feel like it. No, it's a no for me, right? Look at her on this high and mighty judge chair, being able to decide, that you, as a very competent, you make over $100,000 a year, you drive a great car, you have all your things in order, you've put a lot of work in your body, you're lean. Meanwhile, she's chubby, doesn't do anything, but she's a girl, right? So she can sit back and be like, you know what? I don't really feel like it. No, and matter of fact, I'm going to be slightly disrespectful, slightly hard to pin down, and also, guys, you're playing into this stuff. You're treating these girls like, dang, it's like so hard to like grab these elusive creatures. Like, I need to run and chase after them and like, try to pin them down. Like, oh, you can't do Wednesday? Okay, no problem. How about Friday? Can you do Friday? Can you please do Friday? Guys, we need to reverse the freaking entire dynamic. We need to get the cards back, the power back in our favor, flip the script entirely, okay? So instead of chasing after the women, putting them on the pedestal, why don't you make them come to you and put you on the pedestal, right? Hey, I'm not going to get too far into this, guys, but like 100 years ago, like a certain gender couldn't even vote, right? A certain gender couldn't even get certain jobs because they were a certain gender, right? Because the other gender was probably more competent at certain things, right? Let's not forget that. And now it's completely switched where apparently women are just like these insanely prized creatures. For what? I don't really know, actually. Because they're pretty, I guess? When did that happen? And why are you guys playing into this? And so what really needs to happen, guys, is you need to be able to completely walk away and just realize, wait a minute, yeah, I am completely self-sufficient without this person, without this wet hole, right? I'm completely self-sufficient. I will continue to get more and more success and continue to get better and better and just live a better and better life over time without this wet hole, right? And so I don't need it. And so if they want to walk away, I'm more than happy to do so. Have a nice trip and try not to trip on your way out of the door, okay? Because I literally do not care. And guys, ironically, the funny thing is, this is exactly what turns the other gender on, is that you're able to walk away, you're able to tease, to push away, to be slightly assertive, slightly aggressive, even, mean and tease and be an asshole and a jerk, right? They like the asshole and the jerk, right? And the player, right? Heard that one a couple times. Why? Because he doesn't give a crap about this wet hole. Does he need it? No, he's self-sufficient on his own. He can push away if he wants. And that strength and that willingness to walk away is attractive, and it shows higher leverage, higher negotiating power, and just high self-sufficiency. So I get it, guys. If you're a girl watching this video, you hate me, you hate my guts. But guess what? That's just because you're programming and your subconscious, and, you know, why aren't guys like just nice and treat me with respect, and it's like this and that. That's your subconscious trying to gain more power, more clarity, more stability. You're trying to grab more stability because it's like telling my opponent in a soccer game, you know, why aren't my opponents just easy to play against? And why aren't my opponents just like, why don't they just like give me the ball? They can kick me the ball if they want, you know, kick it to me. Kick it to the other team, right? I don't say, I wish my opponents were harder and they made better moves and they got around me and they scored a lot of goals on me. I wish my opponents scored a lot of goals on me and they megged me and they got around me so easily and they were really strong and just pushed me off guard. You know, I really wish my opponent was just way better than me, right? And really made me feel weak and just beat the crap out of me, right? Yeah, girls are going to say that, right? So, yes, girls are not going to tell you how to play well against them. They're not going to tell you. This is men versus women, okay? They've been grabbing all this power. They've been running with the frame that apparently girls are the prized possessions in today's society, apparently. I don't know who made that crap up, but it's not true. But they're grabbing that frame and they're running with it. And dudes are just, yep, oh, wow, girls are so in high demand, this and that. Brother, go make $1 million a year and live in a freaking cabin and like, you know, and like fly a private jet around. Like, you're good. You don't need that. Stop acting like you need women, bro, so bad.